Good evening. I didn't wear this outfit for my story. I was at a different activity that involved bad knees. So I'll talk about 3 choices quickly and let you choose which choice was most important. Travel back in time with me to high school, senior year. I was a skater boy. I played soccer, I played football, and I had a waterbed in my room and a mini fridge.
Yeah.
And you can probably guess where this is going. My girlfriend got pregnant. I was on my way into the Air Force. I'd already done the ASVAB or whatever the hell you call that thing. And I was probably going to be on a full scholarship. And then there was this little pregnancy test, and there was a choice to make. And it was stay on the path to go into the Air Force and move on with that part of my life, or get married and have a baby as a senior in high school with a junior in high school. And there were various opinions influenced this decision, including her father, who was basically taking the shotgun option that we were going to get married, and my father, who was basically taking the you're joining the Air Force option. That's the move to make here. So I only have 5 minutes, but I'll say that choice ended up being staying, getting married, and having a baby, and then a second kid. And it worked out pretty well. We had a couple beautiful children, and now have a few beautiful grandchildren. And the choice that was the biggest mistake was moving into her parents' house right after we got married. And our bedroom was in between her parents' bedroom and her brother's bedroom. But we were in high school. Yeah, weird choice. Okay, second choice, that might be important in life. We'll see what you think. Second choice, Julia may not know this, but I think Thursday night at 7:15 p.m., I opened my email and see a welcome to the Grand Opera House, Fiddler on the Roof. And Corn and I had bought we're season ticket holders for the Opera House. And that night, Fiddler on the Roof was at 7:30, and I opened that email at 7:15 p.m., and Corn was not home. And we had fucking tickets to Fiddler on the Roof. It was emergency Broadway situation. She was not home. I called her. She did not answer the phone. We had less than 15 minutes to get to the show. After 3 or 4 calls, she answered, and we made a choice to rush down to the Opera House. We got there to a long line, Julia. There was some delay, first time back in 3 years, yada, yada, yada. But there was a nice little coupon on the back of our seats for free drinks, thank you. And during intermission, I went to the bar, and there were 2 bartenders on the side I chose. And I was like, which line will be faster? It's intermission. They're going to start the show without me. I'm standing in line. I picked a line. I had made the wrong choice. That motherfucker was so slow. By the time I got the drink for Corn, I missed the first act after the intermission. I blame Julia. That's the second choice. My final choice, I don't see a timer, so hopefully I'm not going too far over. But this was a busy weekend. So Friday at Startup Studios on Riverside with Brian and Yinting, first Friday, they had karaoke. And I've never done karaoke before. I'm also mostly introverted in my life, and I never signed up for karaoke, but this was the night of my debut performance at Startup Studios on Riverside Drive. And for my star debut on Riverside, after my Broadway emergency and my teenage pregnancy, I had to make a choice. What song do I sing? As a person who cannot sing, who probably doesn't want to sing in front of anybody, and probably hadn't had enough beer yet. But that drink at the Opera House was pretty strong.
You can blame me for that.
Anybody start making guesses about what song I might have chose? Except for people who were there. Based on my appearance, you may have some. And let me go back. So I was a skater boy. I liked punk rock. I liked The Cure. I like, Dead Kennedys were some of my favorites. Anybody got some guesses before I tell you my choice and get off the stage? I gave a classical rendition, a roaringly successful first karaoke experience. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Get a bucket and a mop. There's some whores in this house. Cardi B WAP was my very first choice of karaoke, and I killed it. I think even a group of 20-somethings stayed around just a little bit longer to witness my embarrassment. But thanks, guys.